Alright guys, so what is up? So let me catch you guys up real quick. If you guys don't have me on Instagram, which is at 2Juicy, I put it like somewhere around here. You guys haven't been seeing the daily uploads I've been posting about what I've been doing to this car, to Travis. Basically, to catch you guys up, I put a new pulley in for the AC compressor, put a new AC belt, put the alternator belt. Now I'm waiting for the power steering belt. Yesterday I actually routed the power steering hose and I mounted the power steering reservoir right here. Still unsure if it works properly because due to the gravity thing, it's not completely above the power steering pump, but we'll see how that works once I get it running. On that post I was told that I can take off these intake pipings. They call them duct pipings for the air box, but since I have the cone filter, I don't need that anymore, so I'm gonna delete these, which is this, all these piping right here to here. That's gonna get all deleted right now in this video. Also wanted to work on trying to hide all these wires or something, get the wire harness a little bit more hidden. I also took off the clutch fan because I'm gonna put an electric one. I'm also gonna be wiring that electric fan in this video as well. So let's see how far we can get today in today's video. Let's get to work. So first thing I'm going to remove is this L piping right here, or J pipe, whatever you want to call it. What you're going to need is a 10mm or a Phillips screwdriver to take that off. I'll get that right now. And then it looks like up there you have these mounting points right here and here. Unsure yet, so we'll see what we run into. But first step, I'm going to take these off. So I loosened both of these clamps, and this thing is still a pain to take it off. So I did notice this bracket right here. Let me get up close to it. That screw right there. Let's see. That screw right there. It's holding the thing down. If you see, I move it. It's too dark. But yeah, I'm gonna take that off and go from there. So if you guys check this out, once you take off that 10mm back there holding this bracket here, it all like slides out, but then you want to remove the bumper, the thing that goes behind the bumper, and then that was in the way as well, so I removed that, and this slides out. And now only issue is getting that off, which is it's being a pain. There you go, just twist it, wiggle it out. There you go, and there you go, guys, and it's capped off, so you don't have to worry about capping it. So just removing the passenger side, look how much space that takes up. This thing is huge, and that's some weight reduction for the front. But I gained all that room down there, all this room, and I can try to tuck all these wires now and hide them a little bit more. Not that you will see them, but just to clean it up a little bit. But you see that room behind the power steering reservoir now there's nothing there compared to this side. So now I'm gonna take off this side, and also here too. Run through here. This is wide open now. So I guess you could say it's pretty good to remove them. It's a lot of space you save. So let's get to that now. So there they both are. This is the passenger side, this is the driver's side. You can see how much room they took up in here due to the fact how wide open it is now. This side was basically the same thing. All you had to remove was the it was connected to a bracket here, and I removed that bracket, the 10mm. It's also 10mm. Comes right out, and then you just pull it all right out. Loosen up this one. All you gotta do is loosen up this 10mm and the other 10mm that was up top, and you're good to go. Just slide it right out. But yeah, there you go. Alright guys, so something new I just figured out right now. I started looking at these pipings, the ones that the duct piping connected to. Come on, baby, come on. These pipings right here that come from the bottom and go up. Basically, I discovered if you take that off, it basically goes straight into the intake, which it's wide open. You don't want that. So on this side, I took it off, and I actually found these little plugs that fit in there perfectly. Basically, you tighten it up and the rubber expands and it like seals. So I'm thinking to try these out. I already got that side on pretty good. As you guys can see, let's see right there. That side is on pretty freaking good, and it's pretty tight. So I think we should be fine. I'm gonna do the same thing to this side, and then I'll let you guys know how that works. I think it'll be better because it's less places the air has to travel through, you know, so it should be quicker. That's just my thoughts. I don't know how to really explain that, but yeah, that should help with a little bit of power. But we'll see. I'm gonna do the same thing the other side, and once I get this thing going, I'll just tell you guys if it works. Hopefully it does. There's all the piping that we removed just from the intake from the front, and let me tell you, the amount of space that adds is pretty significant. It's pretty crazy how much space that took up. Like, you won't think it took up that much space, but this is wide open on both sides, and then now that piping is not there coming from the back, and I think it's a win-win situation. You get space, and I'm pretty sure it'll get you a little bit quicker response in the throttle response with the airflow. So yeah, that's cleaned up. Now I think I'm gonna work on the electrical fan, wiring that up. I'm gonna put the radiator with the fan in here and the battery, so I can mount it up the way that it needs to be. And I wanted to hide all these wires. There's really no other place that these wires can go though. I did figure out that I put the wire in through a wire loom, put it underneath of this one on top of this one, and this holds this wire loom pretty good there, and it comes straight down. If I put it underneath, it'll be too close to the manifold in my opinion, and I just don't want to burn no wires and have no problems with wire harness or anything. So I think this is pretty good. The intake piping is going to come through here and it's going to cover that, but if you look at it from the side, you're still going to see it. So I will do my best to try to hide all the wires that I can, but I'll show you guys what I do. Hopefully I can get something pretty nice done. My goal is to get this car, you know, looking really clean with having AC and, you know, having all the goodies without removing AC. The biggest thing is the AC, due to the fact it takes this right here, this over here, the compressor, so much stuff, the lines. If I remove all that, it would be awesome. I would have so much more space. But you know, I live in Florida, and if any of you guys live in Florida, you guys know that you need AC. So yeah, I can't. Maybe eventually I will, just not right now. I just want to get the car running, to be honest. But yeah, let's keep going. Before I forget, last night I went to the store and got me some fuel line, because I moved the one of the fuel components, the little thing, I'm not sure what you call it, but basically I moved it down there, that right there, and this over here, this little guy right here, and the hose that I had was just too short, so I went into Advanced Auto Parts and I got some longer one. So before I forget, I'm gonna install that real quick. I already got the radiator with the fan in there. You can see the electric fan, it's already mounted onto the radiator. It's too dark, but yeah. Let me put this line on, and then I'll get to that real quick. Alright, so fuel line is in. I got it running, coming from the bottom here, routing up behind the brake cylinder, coming up here underneath of the balance tube, coming right through here. So it's not as bad as it was before, so it's a lot cleaner, that's for sure. Alright, so I laid down all the wiring and relay mess that I have to install for the fan, basically to explain to you guys what I have going on here. This is the relay coming out the relay. This is the red wire coming, and this goes to the battery with a fuse. This white wire comes out all the way over here out to the switch, which I'm going to have inside the car to be turning the fan on and off. That's the switch, and you have the red and black wire. This goes to ground, this goes to a positive output, and then coming out the other side of the relay is the wires that connect to the electric fan, positive and negative. So this goes next to the battery, running this all the way to the electric fan, and this is the switch that goes inside the car. So yeah, a lot of wiring to put in. Hopefully it all reaches perfectly. If not, I'll just cut it and just extend it if I have to, but should be pretty simple. So let's get to work on that, and I'll show you guys the process. So here's the relay, the battery's in. This is the wire for the going to the fan. So I hope this is long enough for me to, I'm basically putting a relay here, right there next to the fuse box. It's going to connect to the mounting bracket of the fuse box. So I'm hoping that the wire going to the fans are long enough to reach the fans. I'm going to come from underneath the wheel well and come through here, try to come through underneath of here, and just follow the wire harness and just come straight to the connectors. Hopefully I have enough wire to do all that. It might be just right or a little bit short, so we'll have to see. What I am gonna have to do is remove the wheel well plastic. You basically need Phillips here, Phillips screwdriver there, Phillips here, and here. So four of them. All right, so I got the wire all the way in. You can see the relay down in here. Gotta mount that up there. But got the wire going to the fans coming straight through here underneath, following the wire harness that is there already, and coming through the bottom of the intake pipe, coming up through here and above here. You guys probably can see that shininess right there. That's it right there. I got it running through here, all the way through here, underneath of the behind the AC vents or whatever, and the wires come right through here. All right, so I did a lot. Basically, trying to wire going from the inside through here did not work out that great. So I just ran both the positive and the white wire going to the switch through here. There was no positive input that I seen inside the car, so I had to run the positive back through here. So that's why they're both coming that way to the battery. Got the wire coming here to the fan hooked up. See the wires come through here. I put wire loom to going through there. I still have to zip tie everything together and get it all finished right, but let me test it real quick. So in theory, if I flick this switch, the fan should come on. And there you go, it's on. What's up? It's there working. Now I gotta put the interior back all together, especially the passenger side. I took out all that board and stuff for no reason, but just gonna put all that back together, clean all that up, and put this wheel well back on, zip tie the wires, and just try to hide everything, clean it all up, take the radiator back out, and wait for that belt to put everything back together, and she'll be good. Let me I'll get to that and I'll show you guys afterwards. Alright, so it's been a while since I last picked up the camera, but I got the full interior back together, back there, down in there, and then the other side as well. If you guys don't remember, or if you guys do remember, all those wires and stuff that were down here and all that crap, not sure what they're for, but there was just a bunch of wires that ran through up here, and it was just all like bunched up in here. Well, I finally figured it out, finally got them down and tucked. These are the two plugs for the headlights, so those aren't going anywhere. But you can see all the rest down there, all of it is cleared out. Basically, let me show you guys what I did. So I ran the wire coming from the alternator, the bottom of the alternator, or it's behind the alternator actually, coming up through here, and I used this bracket that I had in my little storage box, and it seemed to work perfectly for that. And that thing is freaking solid there. It's not going anywhere. And you guys can see this plug right here too. I got mounted up. I used the stock a stock bracket. It's like one of those things that folds and holds the wire together. This is the metal bracket that I use for the to hold this wire. That's part of the harness actually, and then it all bunched up over here. But you can see all the plugs are plugged in right here and all bunched up together. But maybe I'll put something to cover all that up, that way it doesn't get wet. But you guys can see it's much cleaner over here, as you can tell. This side is basically done, to be honest. I did everything that I wanted to do on this side, got it all cleared out. This side is the problem. I'm still debating on doing the fuse box down below, putting it like here or something. Especially now that I deleted that those ducts earlier in the video. That adds so much room for me to hide all those wires down below. But I don't know, that's just it seems like it'll be a project and a half. I don't know if I can, I don't know. I'm sure I can do it, it just takes time, and I'm sure it's a headache. But yeah, got all that tucked up. Got the wire for the fan ready for that to go. Now I'm just waiting for the power steering belt to get in so I can put it on, put the radiator on, drop this thing to the floor, and get her running again. Hopefully, fingers crossed, she runs great. That's the progress for today. Got the fuel line on, the fan wired up, some wire tucking, deleted the ducts from in here, and you know, a little bit here and there. She's coming along. She'll get there sooner or later. Hopefully later this week, by this weekend or something, we can get her started and running. She looks good. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a big fat thumbs up. Share with your friends. And enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.